Laplace transform, electric circuits and electron devices. Exams for GW, CSIR, UGC NET, ESE, IES, Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering.
Hi, this is Soumya and now we see the topic Laplace transform. Let's see that.
Laplace transform. Here we look at Laplace transform, advantages of Laplace transform and its functions. Laplace transform. The Laplace transform of a function f of t is defined as f of s is equal to integral over minus infinity to infinity f of t into e power minus st into dt. F of s is the Laplace transform of function f of t. In one-sided Laplace transform is f of s is equal to integral over 0 to infinity into f of t into e power minus st into dt. That's it. Advantages of Laplace transform. Laplace transform, it translates complex exponential and trigonometric functions into simple algebraic functions. Analysis through integration and differentiation is easy. Third one is step response and impulse response can be obtained easily. And last one is it is provide complete solution. Laplace transform is using for a function such as unit step function, exponential function, cosine function cos omega t, sine function sin omega t, hyperbolic cosine function, hyperbolic sine function, t power n, differentiation and integration. So first one is unit step function. U of t is equal to time interval 1 for t greater than or equal to 0, 0 for t less than 0. L of f of t is equal to integral over 0 to infinity u of t into e power minus st into dt. Next, integral over 0 to infinity. So u of t is 1 and e power minus st into dt. Then next, this is integration. This is integrated by dt. So e power minus st. So minus 1 by s. E power minus st. So integral limit is 0 to infinity. So minus 1 by s e power minus. So limit is 0 to infinity. So first applying t tends to 0 and minus t is replaced by infinity. So here infinity. So e power 0 is 1. E power infinity is 0. So minus 1. So minus 1 by s into minus 1 is equal to 1 by s. L of u of t is equal to minus 1 by s into minus 1 is equal to 1 by s. So L of u of t is equal to 1 by s. This is unit step function. The second one is exponential function. F of t is equal to e power minus at. F of s is equal to L of e power minus at is equal to integral over 0 to infinity e power minus at into e power minus st into dt. So 0 to infinity e power minus of s plus a into t into dt. So minus 1 by s plus a of e power minus of s plus a into t 0 to infinity. So 1 by s plus a. Similarly, e power at is equal to 1 by minus s minus a. That is, so exponential function L of e power minus at is equal to 1 by s plus a. L of e power at is equal to 1 by s minus a. The next one is cosine function cos omega t. L of cos omega t is equal to integral over 0 to infinity. So e power j omega t plus e power minus j omega t divided by 2 into e power minus st into dt. So 1 by 2. We write 1 by 2 from outside. So 1 by 2 integral over 0 to infinity e power minus of s minus j omega into t into dt plus integral over 0 to infinity e power minus j of minus of s plus j omega into t into dt. So 1 by 2 divided 1 by 2 of 1 by s minus j omega plus 1 by s plus j omega. So cross section, cross multiplication. So s minus j omega, s plus j omega. So plus j omega minus j omega get cancelled, getting cancelled. So s minus j omega the whole square. So 1 by 2, 2s divided by s square plus omega square. So L of cos omega t is equal to s divided by s square plus omega square.
Function sin omega t. L of sin omega t is equal to integral over 0 to infinity of sin omega t into e power minus st into dt. So integral over 0 to infinity 1 by 2j sin omega t. So 1 by 2j e power j omega t minus e power minus j omega t. So e power minus st into dt. 1 by 2j of 1 by s minus j omega minus 1 by s plus j omega. So L of sin omega t is equal to omega divided by s square plus omega square. Next one is hyperbolic cosine function. L of cos h at is equal to 0 integral over 0 to infinity cos h at into e power minus st into dt. Integral over 0 to infinity, so cos h at dt. So e power at plus e power minus at divided by 2 into e power minus st into dt. So 1 by 2 of 1 by s minus a plus 1 by s plus a is equal to s divided by s square plus s square minus a square. L of cos h at is equal to s divided by s square minus a square. The next one is hyperbolic sine function. L of sine h at is equal to integral over 0 to infinity sine h at e power minus st into dt is equal to integral over 0 to infinity of e power at minus e power minus at divided by 2 into e power minus st into dt. A divided by s square minus a square. So L of sine h at is equal to a divided by s square minus a square. This is hyperbolic sine function. T power n. L of t power n is equal to integral over 0 to infinity t power n e power minus st into dt. So t power n e power minus st divided by minus s. So 1 by minus s. So divided by minus s 0 to infinity minus of integral over 0 to infinity e power minus st divided by minus s into n into t power n minus 1 into dt. So n divided by s integral over 0 to infinity e power minus st t power n minus 1 dt is equal to n divided by L of t power n minus 1. So L of t power n is equal to n divided by s L of t power n minus 1. Similarly, L of t power n minus 1. L of t power n minus 1 is equal to n minus 1 divided by s L of t power n minus 2. L of t power n is equal to n divided by s, n minus 1 divided by s, n minus 2 divided by s, 2 by s into 1 by s, L of t power n minus n. So gamma n divided by s power n L of t power 0 is equal to n factorial divided by s power n plus 1. So L of t power n is equal to n factorial divided by s power n plus 1. So n is equal to 1. So applying here L of t is equal to 1 by s square. The next one is differentiation. L of d of f of t divided by dt is equal to s of f of s minus f of 0. So proof L of d f of t divided by dt equal to integral over 0 to infinity df of t divided by dt e power minus st into dt equal to integral over 0 to infinity e power minus st df of t e power minus equal to e power minus st f of t. So time interval is 0 to limit is 0 to infinity plus limit 0 integral over 0 to infinity s into e power minus st f of t into dt. So minus f of 0 plus s into f of s. So differentiation L of f dash of t is equal to L df of t divided by dt
is equal to s f of s minus f of 0.
Then L of f double dash of t is equal to L of d squared f of t divided by dt plus equal to s squared f of s minus s f of 0 minus f dash of 0. L of f triple dash of t is equal to s cube of f of s minus s squared f of 0 minus s f dash of 0 minus f double dash of 0. L of f power n of t is equal to s power n f of s minus s power n minus 1 f of 0 minus s power n minus 2 f dash of 0 minus f power n minus 1 of 0. Integration. L of integral over 0 to t f of t into dt is equal to f of s divided by s. Hence, so let's see the proof. L of integral over 0 to t f of t into dt is equal to integral over 0 to infinity integral over 0 to t f of t into dt e power minus st into dt. So e power minus st divided by minus s, e power minus st divided by minus s, integral over 0 to t f of t into dt. So limit 0 to infinity plus 1 by s, integral over 0 to infinity e power minus st f of t into dt. Then, so this term is 0. So 0 plus 1 by s, integral over 0 to infinity e power minus st f of t into dt. So is equal to 1 by s L of f of t. So L of integral over 0 to t f of t dt is equal to 1 by s L of f of t is equal to f of s divided by s. So L of integral over 0 to t f of t dt is equal to f of s divided by s. So next, other functions. L of e power at f of t is equal to f of s minus a. L of e power at sin bt is equal to b divided by s minus a the whole squared plus b squared. Initial value theorem. So f of 0 is equal to limit s tends to infinity f of s into f of s is equal to limit t tends to 0 f of t. Final value theorem. F of infinity is equal to limit t tends to 0, t tends to infinity, f of t is tends to limit s tends to 0, s into f of s. L of t into e power minus at is equal to 1 by s plus a the whole square. L of e power minus at sin omega t is equal to omega divided by s plus a the whole square plus omega square. L of e power minus at into cos omega t is equal to s plus a divided by s plus a the whole square plus omega square. L of f of t minus t1 is equal to e power minus t1 s into f of s. That's it. You never miss a video, subscribe my YouTube channel Soumya Vaske. Until see you in another video, signing on Soumya, and you never forget to press the notification bell. If it is useful, like this video which is helpful for home, share to them. Thanks for watching. Bye.